Man caught inexplicably by flying police.
Identity confirmed.
Before he can say anything in his defense, the policeman pulls out a bracelet and puts it in his arms.
Why? I didn't do nothing.
Failure to comply will result in the use of non-lethal force.
Tom tries to run, but the police were ready for him.
Full force. Final warning.
Scene at the prison. Tom handed over all his belongings. After confirming that he had nothing to hide, he was given a prison uniform as a prize. What's going on here? Following the radio guide, he found his designated cell. He locked himself in. First, a television comes into view, but all the programs on it cost money. Then an announcement popped up that he would be sent to prison for 45 years, but if he surrenders within 90 days, there was a chance of a reduced sentence. Tom looked incredulous. He had never committed a crime. How could he plead guilty and go to jail? He wanted a lawyer to defend him. So the TV advert was launched. Hire this ace lawyer to defend him, with a 50% success rate.
But I will win.
And it only costs $10,000. But Tom checked his bank balance.
Fuck.
Fuck!
He tried to call his family. He was told it would cost $3.00 a minute. He couldn't even make a call without money. He blacked out and tried to sleep, but there was a charge even to turn out the lights. The next day, a TV ad comes on. You can be paid for your manual work. Do you accept?
Handmade.
He was given a blind box. Inside is a gray crochet hook and a bundle of green wool. The instructions gave details of how to use it. Little did he know that the so-called manual work was knitting a jumper. Tom fiddled around for days. He finally knitted a baby hat, and after submitting it through the window, he got a whopping 20 cents. That's great, if he keeps it up. He's got $10,000 to save. He can hire a lawyer to plead not guilty. But with income comes expenses. A hot, tasty boxed lunch costs $1. Tom was crying as he ate. It hurts like hell. He had to be efficient. He had to work all day long. Wake up and go to work. When he gets off work, he goes to bed. The best part of the day is waiting for dinner to start. Life has become joyless. As of today, savings have reached a whopping $5. It was too late. He decided to use the $5 to call his mother for help. When the call is answered, the bottom right-hand corner will start timing the charges.
Did you get a new apartment?
No, I'm in jail. Talk real
What
quick.
did you do?
I didn't do anything. It's a mistake. But,
What kind of mistake, Dios mío?
Mama, we don't have much time. It costs money to talk.
Mateo, why didn't you tell me you were talking?
He's calling from jail.
Jail?
There's been a mistake. I need money for a defense lawyer. $10,000.
$10,000?
I just need it. Otherwise, I'm gonna die here.
Dozens of days of hard work. 5 minutes of talk time. The TV popped up again with an announcement, advising him to plead guilty and accept a reduced sentence. Although he was reluctant to do so, but he insisted that if he didn't plead guilty, he would go to prison for 45 years, and a few years less for taking the rap. Perhaps the best way out is to take the blame.
I plead guilty.
Do you understand? Say yes to confirm your guilty plea.
Just as he was about to resign himself to his fate, his mother transferred $10,000 to him. Great! Tom looked at the screen and was excited. Now he can hire a lawyer to defend his innocence. As the balance was deducted from his account, he finally met his lawyer. Before Tom could even say anything, the lawyer gave his advice. He advised Tom that it would be best for him to plead guilty. A few years in jail for taking the rap. It was better than losing his defense. After that, the lawyer voluntarily ended the call. What kind of lawyer is this? Isn't this an internet scam? Tom stopped struggling. He's forced to accept a plea of guilty to a reduced sentence. He would write his last words in despair on his bed against the wall. I couldn't read them, but he knew what it felt like to die. And just as he turned his back, the television suddenly reminded him that his sentence had been completed. It turns out that the so-called reduced sentence for a guilty plea, from 45 years to 5 minutes, the door opened automatically. Tom puts on his shoes and cautiously leaves the prison. The film uses the story of forced imprisonment. It's a great satire on the reality of people. We are forced by life into a small prison of our own volition, and then work day and night for 45 years in exchange for expensive boxed lunches. From initial depression and breakdown to a sense of hope to the ultimate despair. Every detail depicts how exhausting it is to live a life of desperation, how freedom is a luxury. Tom gives up on life and stops fighting for his life so he can leave prison and be free. But we can't do that in reality. That's the sad and funny thing about us.